What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Locs2Lace. This is Bree once again. Today I'll be showing you guys how to do a closure install over 1 year mature locks to lace. So stay tuned to see how we got this look. Subscribe and like, tell a friend. Alright, so first we're going to start off by spraying the hair down with the water. And then we're going to section off the hair and begin to braid. So what I like to do is try to pull the hair back as far as possible to try to make it flat. And try to braid inward instead of, well, underhand instead of overhand. So now that we've braided the hair down, it's time for us to sew it up. So we're gonna just take the pieces and place them in different ways. Just try to keep it as flat as possible and just try not to put too much tension on the client's hair because it'll hurt eventually and break the hair. So yep, just trying to find ways to try to make it rounded out. Try to make the shape similar to how an actual head is shaped. Alright, so from here we're just going to do the normal process of a frontal install. Even though this is a closure unit, I still do these over Locs like frontals, just because there's not much to hold on to in the front, like where there's clips. So yeah, so proceed to just spray the hair with free spray and brush it back. Try to get those baby hairs and things out of the way. Alright, so at this point it is cap time. So we're gonna take our cap, place it over the client's head. Have to remove the mask, but yeah. So we're gonna put that over the ears, and we're gonna go ahead and put our makeup on the cap first. Alright, be very careful while cutting around your client's ear. So I always have a saying with my clients: if I haven't injured you, then you haven't sat in my chair. So I've known this client for years. I've known her for years. We've had many an injury, okay? But don't be like me. Just really be careful. Try not to nip. Try not to cut. If you do stop that service, get your client cleaned up and bandaged, and then proceed. And now we're just going to go in with our gel to seal that cap and lock that makeup in as well and get that bald look going. So your ear tabs are very important. Where I'm putting the gel in around the ears, we really want to make sure that's secure. We want to make sure that's down. If that lifts up, that install is going to lift. And the ears, sides are always the first place that installs naturally lift. So we don't want to help it lift, okay? So let's make sure that's down. Okay. So color, of course, is what's done by me. This was really fun to do. It's about 4 or 5 different colors. Fall, listen, I love fall. So I really enjoyed doing this, and she is the bomb. So this wig was provided to the client by a local person here. If you want that person's information, I definitely can give it to you. It started off as a 613 unit, and we went in and colored it. Alright, so our client is back from under the dryer, and we are now going to carefully cut the cap. So we're just going to cut all the excess cap that is not gelled down and molded down to the client's head. Any excess cap left on that install is going to help the install lift. So you definitely want to cut the cap off, okay? So now we need to go ahead and clean off the hairline with alcohol. So I actually ran into some 91% alcohol at Walmart for $2.98, the big bottle. And I'm excited because it's like a shortage on alcohol. Like, this is serious. Alright, so once we do that, we're going to go ahead and put some glue around the cap. And we're going to make this flat, like meaning the glue. You don't want to have bumpy glue. You want it to be a very thin layer, very flat. And this first layer is going to be used just to hold the cap in place, to really just give it some extra security. And again, with the ear tabs, right? You know that you've applied the glue correctly when it looks like this, when it's really clear. So there's like no white, bumpy, sticky looking areas. It's just completely clear. And now I'm just taking my blow dryer on cool to try to lock that in and dry it. And I'm not sure what we had going on there. Okay, I kind of remember what we had going on. So here's the wig again. Okay, yes, scalp. Okay, one time for the try on. So I pre-plucked this wig, pre-colored it, everything before she came to her appointment. And I actually had curled it prior to as well, but of course the curls dropped over time. So she was excited, I was excited. It was something we were both looking forward to. So what you see me over there doing in the corner is just prepping the lace, like I did the cap. So I just sprayed some lace tint and some freeze spray over there to lock that in and make sure it doesn't move. Okay, wine tasting. So this is exciting because it's for her bridal shower. So she's getting married this month. Alright, so now we're just going to prepare the lace to be glued down. So we're just going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. We want to try to keep our baby hairs. We're going to go through and cut that lace off, and then where you see those hard lines on the closure, you want to try to cut those off in the front, just in the front, and that'll make the closure lay down flatter, and the hair go over the closure flatter. now it's time to go ahead and glue the lace down. So we want to lift the lace up, clip it out the way, and clean out the hairline again with the alcohol. You're going to go ahead and make your thin layer of glue. And again, thin. If it's too thick of a layer, it's going to show. Your lace is going to show it. It's going to look sticky. It's going to look nasty. Don't do that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and lay the lace down now that the glue is clear. And you want to go ahead and get that in place and begin pushing it into the glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut off any pieces of lace that I see is not going to stick. And let's clean that up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend. But definitely like and subscribe now. If you like this video, like it in real life. And if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Now we're going to go in and lay down our baby hairs. So I had already pre-plucked and pre-cut the baby hairs prior to. I'm just using some foam to go in and lay those down to our liking. So as a first-time recorder and editor, of course something would go wrong. So my footage of me actually melting the lace, which is nothing but me just really tying the elastic band around the hairline and letting it set for a second, it got missing. So we ended up here with us curling. So I'm using a specific curling technique to get the curl pattern that we did achieve. Probably speak on that maybe in another video, but we'll go ahead and go through the head, curl the hair, and pin curl it as we go. best friend on the phone, Domo the Stylist. Go look him up. If you're doing lace and you don't have a hot comb, I can tell you right now, you're not doing it right. Hot comb is necessary. Get one. It was the double CCs for me, color and curls. So this is what the finished look looks like after we comb some of the curls out. Not much. We want to save some for the next day. But it came out so bomb. Locs2Lace. Definitely subscribe, definitely like.